Order. Start the clock. The next question, member for York South Weston.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. My riding of York South Weston is home to many frontline and essential workers, some workers that put their health and their families' health on the line as they helped carry us through the pandemic, delivering the goods, services, education and healthcare we too often take for granted. Far too many of these workers are doing low-wage and part-time work with no benefits. The reality of one person working 3 part-time jobs to feed their family is nothing to be proud of, especially when this government promised to make things better. Where is the plan from this government to raise wages and address the serious situation of part-time work being the norm in corporate Ontario? Mr. Speaker.
Reply, the Minister of Labour, Training and Skills Development.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'm proud that our government is working for workers every single day. Mr. Speaker, everything that we're doing is about ensuring that workers in Ontario have bigger paychecks, more take-home pay to support themselves and their families, to improve workplace protections and health and safety on the job, but also, Mr. Speaker, to ensure that every worker in this province has an opportunity for better employment and for better jobs. In fact, Mr. Speaker, I'm proud to say for the first time in the history of Ontario, we're launching Better Jobs Ontario. We're ensuring that people on social assistance, the 834,000 people today that aren't working in this province, are going to have up to $28,000 per year to get training for bigger paychecks to support themselves and their families. I think, Mr. Speaker, of the work that we're doing to be the very first place in North America to ensure that every worker in Ontario has benefits like health and dental and vision benefits, Mr. Speaker. We're going to continue working for workers.
Thank you very much. Member for Windsor West, come to order. Supplementary question.
Not have a paid sick days. Back to the Premier. Another critical issue in York South Weston has been a lack of support for small businesses. I have heard from countless family-owned businesses telling of their frustration with the Small Business Grant Relief Program. These owners have dealt with significant delays in getting approved and lack of communication in general. When the Auditor General reported this government delivering millions of dollars of ineligible businesses, this government shrugged this off and declared no interest in collecting $210 million in money that was wrongly allocated. The government promised to make things easier for small businesses, but they broke that promise, Mr. Speaker. Through you, how does this government think the gross mismanagement of the Small Business Grant Program is acceptable or any way to run a government, let alone a business, Mr. Speaker?
Minister of Labour.
Well, Mr. Speaker, again, every single day we're building a stronger province for our small businesses and for our workers and families in every corner of this province. Mr. Speaker, I think about the thousands and thousands of small businesses today that's going to be receiving reimbursements and rebates from the WSIB. Mr. Speaker, $1.5 billion is going back to small businesses across the province. They're going to invest in their people, grow their businesses, create more jobs. But, Mr. Speaker, we're working for workers as well. We're ensuring that we're recognizing international credentials to become the first province in Canada to ensure that our immigrants are working in professions that they've studied so they have bigger paychecks to support themselves and their families. We've become the first place in North America to ensure that when workers go home at the end of the day, they can disconnect from work. Mr. Speaker, we're ensuring that workers from other provinces can come here and start work tomorrow to ensure that we're filling labour shortages. We're going to continue working for our small businesses and workers every day.
Next question, the member for Glengarry, Prescott Russell.